Garden at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, Franks. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out.
Will be activated, Burt.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a second and 13. Second and 13. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Looking to throw on second down. Franks. Complete to Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Don't tell me he's about to run it on me, son. How many people know this?
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Mike, we're outside. Mike 20. All you get is head. All you get is head. Two. Hey, lady. Rush it.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Man
Boy, that ain't the luckiest thing I've seen in my life.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
I mean, don't you trying to sneak and eat them either.
We saw them working on it in practice this week, and for a lineman trying to block on this play, one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4. Yeah, I will.
The Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result.
Please.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And an alley to run. And out here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll run right here with Jacobs. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Go.
Operating from the gun, Franks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flipped. I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
51 to Mike.
Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Cut.
From the gun, Franks, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Here's McKinnon on the draw. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. Franks. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. Jones has it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Oh, he took it left long enough.
This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. On the catch, it's Crowder. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays.
And he's into the down. Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
So lucky, man.
Tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now and 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach David? And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they to go in half number 1.
Yep.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Franks. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Don't hurry up and pick play, bro.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out.
Operating from the gun. Franks. He completes it to Jones. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Again at 16 yards. But it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready. Second half, it was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken very short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Lucky good kick return, so come on. It's my turn now.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Bell. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Here we go, son. Mike, 59, Mike. Check, 59. Here we go. Red 80. Red 80. Rush in.
Here's Darnold.
Oh, God, I just ran pinch butt.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Come on, man, bro. Don't let this man get a lucky run because my game lagging. Come on. I'll be talking about
Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs down the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Games like this, I'd be losing out. I'm not posting.
Hard, here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Check 13. Check 13. Shit.
Keep pressing the button.
From the gun, Franks. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down into a double.
Of course.
Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now as we look down, shake it up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here goes that. 59. Mike 59. Rip left.
And now he'll tuck it and run. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, Akers.
All these secure tacklers on my team, and not one person gives a secure tackle.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Cannon. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill. Turn it. Red 80. Turn it. Oh, 80. Hey, Delta. Hey, Mike 20. Hey, keep it up.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be... Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Mike 20. It's a party now. It's a party now. Red 80. Everyone, Mike 20. I don't think you got it, guys.
A shotgun snap for Donald. He'll let it go deep for Fulton.
Why is he so open?
Inside the 30.
Oh my God, bro.
And he's got a Jets touchdown. Robert Foster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
He ain't doing that before he'll blitzing. But he got all-star corners.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down.
Back when I was already
this could
down.
very well be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught.
That isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw. Franks. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second and short. Despite the scoreline, I think here they're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
Now, I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Once again, it's Jacobs, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Franks. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Franks. And that'll be it.
Just dropped.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them in the line of scrimmage.
Allows you to sit there and allow the defense to get set for you.
That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. To throw on second down. Franks. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. And the Raider first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Operating from the gun. Franks. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Kill. Quick dash. Come.
No, let me go to him.
You're out.
3rd and short, McKinnon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Nobody gonna bring no tackle. Put my best corner. And Roby Anderson so he don't get back.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brings us 3rd down and 8.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, watch it. Kill. Lady.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Go.
And look
Easy
at this.
go.
They get the turnover they needed.
Take it to the crib. Take it to the crib. Let's go. Tie game.
Picked off near the 32. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays just as what we saw.
Yeah, that's how long you took.
Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Bro, Jeremy, we just went to see a grudge, bro.
It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Trash. We need to see the grudge. Bro, it was
the New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious.
But that one was trash. That's my fault for trying to see a remake of the scary.
Give your team a chance to score, but you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Lady. If you want the mic. Hey, watch your leg.
This man trash.
Now it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chain.
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let me yell at my boy Jason.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This
right
defense are saying go right ahead with those.
Stop right here. We most likely win the game.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 8. If I get a stop, I get a ball back. Try again.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, orbit. Mike 51. Mike 51. Young lady. Check 26. Check 26. Motion.
Darnold now to throw.
Let's go. Good defense, man.
Incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Fellas.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. Franks. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not in have that pressure. And if you have a big...
Who was commenting on my stream, bro? Any spots open? Who is this? I don't even know you, bro.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
53 at the mic. Let's go. Let's go.
This is a perfect top right out, bro.
53.
Looking to throw. Franks. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's out right at the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11.
Lives on, Bert. And these spots open in your league, and then here come Maine talking about his managers. Boy, things off my phone.
Off play action. Franks escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after this.
Yeah. You told me to take out the
2nd and long. Looking long for Westbrook. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Franks. It's caught. Jones. Solid gain of 18 and a
I got with the PS4, bro. Bro, man, if you don't get off my stream, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready? Check the ball down.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon.
Oh, that's game, Jimmy. That's game, Jimmy. That's game, Jimmy. I just ran over him.
Play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
A gain of 36 yards. And the Raiders first down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Okay, baby, I see you.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win.
Let's go. That's game.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
Oh, my mama.
And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football in the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
17-note run in the 4th quarter.
So for the Raiders, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL.